After I understood this quote from James Allen, my life hasn't been the same since. After I understood this quote I'm about to share with all of you from James Allen, because this quote is even the cornerstone of self-help literature. Cornerstone is one of the self-care, self-help manifestation, motivation, inspiration, spirituality, philosophy key. This quote right here. You know what the quote says? Listen, but listen good. If you're on TikTok, if you're on YouTube, listen. The quote says, mind is the master power that molds and makes. And man is mind. And even more, he takes the tool of thought and shaping what he wills. Brings forth 1,000 joys, 1,000 ills, the things in secret, and it comes to pass. Environment is but his looking glass. I'm going to put the quote in the description of this video, but if I forget to put the quote in the description of this video, put it in the comments. So I might forget, but I know I will not. Do we understand? Also, this quote reminds me of a video I made. I don't know when, but I think I already published it. What I was explaining and giving examples of how and why our internal programming, our internal activities is just, and then the outside is just a reflection, it's just a mirror. So if you want to change your outer world, your outer reality, you first and foremost have to change your internal world, your internal reality. Transformation starts internally. Transformation starts within. That's where it starts. That's where it starts. You are not going to change your life by trying to fight what is happening already or what is going on in your environment. No. You change it by figuring out what am I thinking? What am I feeling? What is going on in my mind right now? The outer world is just a mirror, it's just a reflection of the internal exercise, the internal activities. So if you don't like the way your life is externally, if you don't enjoy the way your life is externally, go within. Go within. If your mind is filled up with fear, limitations, shame, lack, poverty, your outer world is going to echo that. Haven't you found yourself when you are like, oh, I cannot do this, I cannot make it, oh, life is hard, I don't have no money, nothing is working, and you're just in that hopeless attitude, that hopeless mindset, that hopeless feeling. You start, out of nowhere, you start having most reasons. Things start happening to confirm your current mental state. Things start happening to confirm your current emotional state. It works for good and it works for bad. It works for positive, it also works for negative. Try it yourself. And every time you find yourself complaining, feeling low, feeling down, thinking that life is horrible, life is useless, everything is going wrong, out of nowhere, you're going to start having more reasons for you to stay low. Why? Because life is giving you the frequencies of your thoughts, the frequencies of your feelings. Emotions are signals that we give out, and the signals we give out is exactly what we receive. Yes, mind creates reality. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm explaining. Another example, I took the time to break down this quote from James Allen. It says, let's start. Thoughts shapes reality. What it says, the mind is the creative force behind our experiences. The mind is the creative force behind our experiences. Our experiences are not out of a coincidence, are not out of, oh, I don't know why this is happening. Nothing happened out of a coincidence. Nothing. Nothing good, nothing bad, nothing positive, nothing negative happens out of a coincidence. No, because the mind is the creative force behind our experiences. What you experience, if you ever wonder, where do my experiences come from? They come from your mind. They come from what your mind is filled up with. They come from your emotions. They come from your feeling. That's where they come from. There is no coincidence. You think what I'm experiencing right now is a coincidence? No. My thoughts make me here. My thoughts are making me make this video. My thoughts are making me be on TikTok and on YouTube at the same time. It's my thoughts. Because thoughts shape reality. Thoughts become things. Why? Because the mind is the creative force behind our experiences. If you ever want to know where your experiences come from, your experiences come from your mind, from your thoughts. That's where your experiences come from. They don't come from other people. They don't come from the government. They don't come from the religion. They don't come from your parents, your crush, your boyfriend, your enemies, your haters, your lovers, your kids. No, it comes from your mind. Second, our identity as humans is mental. You are a mind, I am a mind with a body. Not a body with a mind, I am a mind with a body. So our human identity, if we have one identity, is mental. Not physical, mental. Our human identity is mental. What in the quote it says, man is mine. Man or woman is mine. You are mine. So what your mind is saying, what your mind is thinking, what your mind is creating, what your mind is projecting, that's who you are. That's what you are. And as I said in one of my videos earlier, you do not attract what you want. You attract what you are. Mind is mine. So whatever your mind is entertaining, that's what you are. Man is mine, which means our essence is our consciousness. Our essence is our thoughts. Our essence is what we entertain the most in our mind. That's our essence. Yeah, that's our essence. Keep going with the quote. Third thing, thought is a tool. Yesterday I was on live and I was teaching my students that your thought is key. Your thoughts is key to unlock every door you want, and also your thought is key to lock every door that you want open. It's either you use your mind to unlock the doors, or you are using your mind to lock the doors. You might be wondering, lock the doors? How do I lock the doors? How do I lock the doors? What do you mean? Every time you think negative, every time you think failure, every time you think sickness, every time you think weakness, every time you think poverty, every time you think fear, you are locking the doors to success, to happiness, to prosperity, to positivity, and to strength. Thought is key. So it's on you to decide, what are you using that? Are you using that key to unlock all the doors you want to walk into? Or are you using that key to lock all the doors you want to walk into? The choice is yours all the time. The choice is yours all the time. Thought is key. Mind is key. Is key to unlock all the doors, and it's always, or it can be the key to lock all the doors. The question is, how are you using your mind? Are you using your mind to unlock all the doors you want to walk into? Or are you using your mind to lock all those doors? You are in control all the time. You are in control all the time. You are in control all the time. because thought is a tool. We wield it whether consciously or unconsciously to build our lives. No matter if you are conscious that with your thoughts you are building your life, or you are unconscious that with your thoughts you are building your life, you are doing it, consciously or unconsciously. But I prefer and I choose to use my mind consciously to be intentional about what I think. How many of you think whatever? You're gonna sit and start thinking on fear, start thinking on how you're gonna fail, how you're gonna lie. You're just thinking of how things are not working. You start thinking about pain. You're thinking about the past. You're thinking about failure. You're thinking about who doesn't like you. You're thinking about what you don't have. And then you're gonna be surprised when your life starts reflecting that. Why do you get surprised when life is reflecting to you what you are thinking about? Since you are thinking about it, that's a confirmation to God that you want to experience it. 4. Outcomes reflect inner life. Outcomes reflect inner life. If you don't like the outcomes you are receiving, guess what? Don't fight the outcomes. Don't argue with the outcomes. Go in your inner life and heal and fix and solve whatever is blocking it internally. Outcomes reflect inner life. Who do you think reflect your inner life? Your outcomes, your experiences. If you want to know what is going on in your inner life, just take the circumstances, the outcomes of what you are getting. Just check that. You're going to find the answer. Outcomes reflect inner life. Both joy and suffering stem from mental causation. Both joy and suffering stem from mental causation. The cause of your suffering is your thoughts. The cause of your happiness is your thoughts. The cause of your riches is your thought. The cause of your poverty is your thoughts. Yeah, because outcome experiences simply reflect inner life, inner programming, inner understanding, inner activities. And 5, last but not least, life mirror thoughts. Life is consistently mirroring our thoughts. Environment, and in the last part of the quote it says, environment is looking glass. Environment is the looking glass of our inner being, our inner activities, our inner state. That's what environment is. So if you want to change your environment, you gotta change your inner being, your inner activities. This is simple. Do not complicate it. This is simple. This is not the first time you hear that if you change your mind, you're going to change your life. This is not the first time. Ask anybody who's successful. Ask anybody who's happy. Ask anybody who's rich, anybody who's wealthy. Ask them. They're going to tell you, oh yeah, my thoughts, my energy. Life's mirror thought. Now that you understand how powerful your thoughts are, what are you going to think? Which thoughts, which images, which ideas are you going to entertain in your mind? Thank you. Thank you. Now that you know that, hey, my thoughts shape my reality. Which type of thoughts are you going to have? Now that you understand, now that you know, that your thoughts shape your realities. Which type of thought are you choosing to have? Me, I don't know about you, but me, I choose to think prosperity, think happiness, think health, think wealth, think joy, think positivity. You can think about money all you want because it's free to think about money. You can think about happiness all you want because it's free to think about happiness. You can think about success all you want because it's free to think about success. You can think about joy all you want because it's free to think about joy. You can think about prosperity all you want because it's free to think about prosperity. You can think about love all you want because it's free to think about love. You can think of good all you want because it's free to think about good. But how many of you intentionally choose to think fear, think sickness, think poverty, think lack, think misery? It's a choice. And nobody should even be like, oh, I don't know, it's hard. No. Because the same way you are choosing to, the same way you have the energy to think negative, you also have the energy to think positive. The exact same way. Or you think you need more energy to think positive? You think you need more? You think you need to be in a different environment? You need to be dating? You need to lose weight, gain weight? You need to have a mansion? You need to have a fast car? You need to be making millions to change your thought? Oh no, you can change your thought anytime, anywhere, no matter where you are, no matter how you are, no matter who you are. You can always change your thoughts and you can always control your thoughts. Think about it. I saw the other day somebody saying this exercise. They were like, okay, I'm going to try them with all of you right now. For those of you that still think that you cannot control your mind or control your thoughts, scream your name out loud in your mind. Now whisper your name in your mind. Say, didn't you all say, oh, I cannot control my mind? And you can control your mind. You can control the voices in your mind as well. Your mind is your word. My mind is my word. Before I finish, I'm going to read you this. Your thoughts are the tools with which you curve your life, story and substance of the universe. When you rule your mind, you rule your life. When you choose your thoughts, you choose results. When you choose your thoughts, you choose outcomes. When you choose your thought, you choose experiences. When you choose your thought, you choose people. When you choose your thought, you choose results. So why not choose positive thoughts? Why not choose rich thoughts? Why not choose happy thoughts? Why not choose positive thoughts? Why not? I thought we all want to be happy and successful. So why can't we all of us think happy and successful? Your mind is your word. When you choose your thought, you choose results. When you rule your mind, you rule your world. If this message resonated with you, if this message unlocked something in you, drop a gem in the comment section right now and follow me for more. If this message unlocked something in you, drop a gem right now in the comment section. Drop a gem right now and follow me for more. And if you know it can unlock something in somebody else. Share this message, share this video. When you rule your mind, you rule your world. When you choose your thoughts, you choose results. When you choose your thoughts, you choose results. When you rule your mind, you rule your world. Mind is the master power that molds and makes. And man is mind. And even more, he takes the tool of thought in shaping what he wills, brings forth 1,000 joys, 1,000 hills. 1,000 joys, 1,000 ills. You choose what you want to bring forward. You have the control. He thinks in secret and it comes to pass. Environment is but his looking glass. Environment, the outer world, is simply a reflection of our inner activities, our inner programming. That's all it is. Your environment is but his looking glass. So if you want to change your environment, you got to change what is creating the environment. If you want to change the outer world, you have to change the cause of the outer world. Where does the outer world come from? It comes from the inner world. The outer world is simply a reflection, it's simply a mirror, it's simply a picture of the programming going on internally. Mind is the master power that molds and makes, and man is mind. And even more, he takes the tool of thought in shaping what he wills, brings forth 1,000 joys, 1,000 ills. He thinks in secret and it comes to pass. Environment is but his looking glass. If you don't know what to think positive. If you don't know what to think healthy, think rich, think prosperous. It's free, it costs you nothing. And I always repeat this because it's true. You cannot always control your circumstances, but you can always control your own thoughts. And accept the responsibility of your thoughts. Accept it. So you can stop thinking what is not bringing you nothing good, nothing positive. Accept the responsibility of your thoughts. If you catch yourself thinking negative, thinking sick, thinking fear, pause, stop yourself. Mind is the master power that molds and makes. And to all my gems out there, I love you all.